Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Olfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Gametolove Podcast.
Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
Hello and welcome everyone to the final at Queen's Club. We've got world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz against the 18th ranked Alex de Minaur of Australia. Alex de Minaur has won over 40 matches on grass in his career. He's very, very solid on the surface, folks. We got Carlitos into his first ever grass court final. This actually is only his third ever ATP level grass court tournament after Wimbledon 2021 and 2022, of course, last year. All right, folks, my name is Covey. Welcome to another Game to Love Tennis podcast live stream play-by-play. As mentioned, we've got the championships here at the Cinch Championship final match. My name is Covey. It's about 5:40 a.m. where I am here in Vancouver, BC. I look kind of like a lobster because I've been playing so much pickleball that my face is turned red. Anyways, folks, great to have you. Please do like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And also, I'm going to need your predictions, and you're going to get my predictions because the match is about to start. Alex de Minaur is just bouncing the first ball for the first serve. Get your predictions right after this. Let me know who you think it's going to win and what the score is going to be, folks. All right, folks, here we go. Alcaraz takes the very first point of the match on the Alex de Minaur serve. So you're probably wondering, Covey, who are you choosing? This was tough for me. I was kind of leaning towards Alex de Minaur. However, I was thinking Alex de Minaur in 3, but Alcaraz's level has really picked up in the last 2 matches against Grigor Dimitrov and then against Sebastian Korda. Really impressed me. And his record in finals is pretty amazing. It's like 11-3. So I'm going to go ahead and take Alcaraz in 3 tight sets. It was a tough one, but yeah, in the end, I kind of woke up thinking I was going to choose de Minaur, but then after just doing just a little bit more research and just noticing Alcaraz's kind of his improvement in the last few games, I'm going with Alcaraz. Let's see who else we got. Oh, Cap in the house. Hi, Covey, says Capricorn BG from Bulgaria. How are you? If Carlos wins this match, he's back to number 1 and will be the number 1 seed at Wimbledon, right? I believe that is true. I mean, I don't think Novak is going to be playing any tournaments. So yeah, if Alcaraz wins this, he will be number 1. If he doesn't, I don't think he will not be number 1. I think he'll fall short by maybe 100 points or something. Actually, I could look that up. We got Merle in the house saying 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 Carlos. Merle, just so you know, this is the best of 3 set match. So it's only going to be if Alcaraz wins, he only needs to win 2 of the sets, unless maybe you meant 6-3, 2-6, 6-2. Alcaraz attempts a drop shot here at 15-30 on the de Minaur serves, but it goes into the net. So de Minaur, after dropping the first 2 points of the match, is now back to level. These two have faced each other once. It was in the semifinals of the Barcelona 500 last year. And Alex de Minaur actually had 2 match points in the second set, was not able to convert on his serve as well, was not able to convert. And Alcaraz comes back, takes the tiebreak in the second set and 6-4 in the third set. So that's their only meeting together. Now, de Minaur with a nice serve to the backhand of Alcaraz, and Alcaraz chips that one long. Danuk, we've got hi Covey, hi all. I have no idea who will win. Well, hey, that's what we're here for, my friend. Great to have you, my friend from Sri Lanka. Udit Malhotra saying, yes, Capricorn, I believe so. That would be Merle. This is a best of 3. Thank you, Udit. Also, we have Joe Gann saying, let's go, Carlos. And then we got DGG with a bunch of emojis. We got the Pride Fan Rainbow open several times. Welcome, DGG. All right, we've got Alcaraz ripping an inside-out forehand. De Minaur chips that up the line. Alcaraz pushes that cross court, and De Minaur gets to that at the net, but he pushes that one long, and Alcaraz forces a deuce here. Off the game point for de Minaur. Nice little backhand slice. I think that backhand slice, that backhand slice for de Minaur is going to be a key shot in this match. He's got a pretty good backhand slice. So this guy's been playing on grass courts since he was 9 years old. So he has a lot of experience. As I mentioned, he's got over 40 wins on grass. Alcaraz has, coming into this tournament, he had 4 in his entire career at the ATP level. He's got another 4 now, I think, with those wins. Okay, advantage de Minaur here. Body serve. Alcaraz returns with the block. And then de Minaur goes inside out. Alcaraz was there with the backhand, but goes into the net. De Minaur with a good hold to start the match. Yeah, let's see, folks. Can Krejcikova beat Penko today? I think I think either one of those could win today. If Penko's timing and depth is on, she'll be totally fine. Hello, guys, says Gene. Welcome, Gene, South Africa's finest in the house. I expect de Minaur to give Carlitos a tough time, says Udit Malhotra. Yeah. Yeah, I went Alcaraz in 3, but I kind of changed my decision. I woke up thinking I might choose de Minaur, but I think Alcaraz has been kind of picking up his game on grass in the last 2. If he didn't have such a good result against Korda, I probably would have picked against Alcaraz here, but something tells me he might pull it out. He's also really, really tough in finals. Although de Minaur is not bad either. He's like 7-4 or something in his career. Hey, Gene, missing Rafa, says, no. Morning party, people. What's up, Ghosty? I'm going to gamble and say Demon beats Carlos. He's just been playing so well. Yeah, and he's been really good on his serve, too. Even just now, he started the match, love 30. Good to see the usual suspects here as always. Penko over Krejcikova. In my opinion, Penko's game works so well on grass. Yeah, as long as her depth is in, which it has been this kind of week, she's going to be good. Alcaraz takes first point on his serve. They're showing his father there. And the rest of the team. Merle saying, give a girl some break. It's early in the morning where I'm at. My bad. 6-3, 6-2. Yeah, no worries, Merle. Just letting you know. I think, was it that someone was saying? But good to have everyone. We got Hi Cubby, says my man Snehil from Mumbai. Hey, Cubby, Gene, Snehil, Udit, Cap, Merle, etc. By the way, Krejcikova back into the top 10. Very, very nice. Thanks for that. Udit saying de Minaur has great set of wheels, so this should be a good contest. Who knows? He might pull a rabbit out of the hat. He very well could pull this out. I don't think it's like a 90% Alcaraz chance. I think it's more like maybe because of his record in finals, and maybe I'd say Alcaraz has like a 53, 54. De Minaur is 45, 47 sort of thing. That would be my guess. Alcaraz 40 love here. So striking the ball pretty well. So is de Minaur. De Minaur is a phenomenal mover. So just as you said, that I think that will definitely cause some problems. He's not like as smooth of a mover as Korda, but I think he gets around a little quicker, which is going to be a nice challenge for Alcaraz as well. And of course, Alcaraz's speed will be a big challenge for de Minaur. Udit saying 6 love for love. You mean 6? Do you mean sorry, you got a oh, you're saying 60-40. Gotcha. Saying okay. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it was only my guess / opinion, so definitely could be 60-40, 55-45. And Alcaraz with a hold to love in his first service game. Impressive start for the world number 2. Okay, de Minaur kicking off game number 3. He'll have a second serve. We'll get into their kits as well. A little bit of a breeze going on. Nice sunny day. It's currently 1:48 p.m. in the afternoon in London, England. So a nice sunny day, no hint of clouds or anything. Like I said, a little bit of a breeze. Very unique court. They got each of the four sides of the court, I think, kind of have a different look. You've got a really old building on one side, you've got stands on the other, and then you've got on the ends, you've got grandstands, but one goes really high up on one end and not so high on the other. Very unique. It would be a lot of fun to check this tournament out in person one day when I go visit Ben and JG. We got Ghosty Talking Tennis has a bunch of interesting interviews with Zhu, Krachikova, etc. Just watch one with Potapova. She's got moxie. I highly recommend those vids. Yeah, I like her too. She's definitely got a little chip on her shoulder, but in a good way. I love Demon, but honestly thought he would lose to Murray, says Snehal. Yeah, hello, Covey. Monsoon has started in Mumbai, enjoying the hot tea. My Masi from Mumbai actually just came back 4 days ago. She's been gone for a year, but her daughter lives here just a block and a half away from me. And so my Masi is back, my aunt. All right. de Minaur has got a 40 love here, but Alcaraz does a drop shot. de Minaur gets to it. And then pushes a backhand slice cross court. Alcaraz pushes his backhand response to that into the net, and de Minaur now has his hold to love. So congrats to the Aussie. And it's we're on serve here. Alcaraz will be serving after the break 1-2. As an Australian, I think it's more appropriate that Demon will pull a wallaby out of a hat. Ah, there you go. I love monsoons, saying Ghost of Daria. Yeah, monsoons, Indian, like Bombay monsoons are amazing. They're just super, super heavy rain for a little while. And then about 30 minutes later, it's all dry. Well, it's very humid there, so it's not always dry, but it can dry up pretty quick. Arizona was very different, very dry heat. So it would literally be a crazy monsoon for 10 minutes, just an amazing downpour, and then within maybe 20-30 minutes later it would just be bone dry again. It was so crazy. Semi-final soccer, he does it again. I know, I was looking at the scores and just thinking, semi-final soccer, why can't she win a semi-final, asks Jean. Great question. I can't with soccer. She's one of my favorite players on tour, but she's broken my heart a dozen times already. Yeah, she's done what Tsitsipas done to Ghost what Tsitsipas did to me. I can't trust them anymore. Maybe, I don't know if it's a Greek thing or what. And it's funny because I have so many Greek friends that I grew up with. Gene, it's one of the great mysteries of the universe. Snail saying de Minaur is more of a rhythm player when he's on. He is like a brick wall against everything and gets everything back and plays ridiculous shots and great counterpuncher. Yep, true Cap, and also true Snail. Do you miss the Southwest? That was for me. I definitely could see myself living like in Arizona 4 months of the year, like the wintry winter months here in Vancouver. And so, yeah, there's definitely like a really relaxed kind of charm there. But yeah, I definitely do miss it. Luckily, my aunt lives in Phoenix, where I went to Arizona State University. She lives in Scottsdale. And so I lived with her when I was there for my first semester, and then I, lived in campus residences after that. However, I do luckily get to visit my aunt and don't have to worry about hotels and whatnot. And I also went back to Arizona for my buddy's wedding last May, just over a year ago. So yeah, definitely miss it, love it there, and enjoy it quite a bit. It's a very different vibe than Vancouver. It's very spread out. But yeah, it's a cool spot. If you've never been to Phoenix, the Scottsdale area, definitely a good place to check it out, especially if you're a golfer. You'll find the cheapest golf ever. All right, Alcaraz goes for the serve and volley, but as he goes to the net, de Minaur lobs him, and Alcaraz tries to do a tweener, but that goes off the high part of the net. Good job from de Minaur. Alcaraz 15 all here on his serve. So if Alcaraz wins, he goes to Wimbledon as number one, beating Djokovic at least here. Again, the whole number one thing to me, it's so silly because Djokovic did win. I know no one had points, but Djokovic should be about 2,000 points ahead. So I think it's actually a little bit less pressure for Alcaraz, though I don't think it matters if he's one or two, to be quite honest. I think he just wants to make sure Djokovic isn't number three, where they might have to face each other in the semis. So, Covey, whom do you think will pose more problems to Novak at Wimbledon, Carlos or Alex? Um, I don't see Alex de Minaur necessarily going as far as I see Carlos. So I think Carlos it has a higher chance of beating lower level players, like the lower ranked guys that he'll face on the way. So like for example, de Minaur, he lost his first 18 matches against top 5 players in his career. He's won 3 of his last 5 now. Uh, that means he's won 3 of what, like 20 something. And so whereas Carlos, he has a really good record against top 10 players. So he's more likely to go further, I think, is Alcaraz. Who would do more damage to Novak? I think it could be pretty even. I think de Minaur has speed. He has the ability to get all the balls back. He just doesn't have the skills that Alcaraz to maybe overpower Djokovic if he's feeling good and hitting the ball well. So that's a big difference. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it there. Good question, Duke. We got Cap Garcia's breaking my heart since beginning of the year. I can't do this anymore. Sounds like someone's sackering you. Getting sacked. Everyone was so hyped up for Garcia. Look how she's flopped. Yeah, impressive last year. She had 4 titles and all 4, well, not all 4. She had clay, grass, indoor, and outdoor hard court tournament titles. So Alcaraz here 40-15, and we got a nice rally. Alcaraz goes inside in, but de Minaur, some great defense. Alcaraz again inside in. This time de Minaur rips one back, but it's about 3 inches wide, landing in the alleyway. Alcaraz holds game to 15. We are level 2 apiece. And dare I say, this is becoming a really good match so far. Alcaraz came out to a love 30 lead in the first game on the de Minaur serve, and it looked like he might pounce early, but de Minaur quickly caught himself, and we are into a very good first 4 games of this final, ladies and gentlemen. After winning, talking here about Garcia, talking about this is like Muguruza 2.0. Let's see. Daria Djokovic went into French Open as number 3, and look what happened. Yep. So, de Minaur goes got a little lucky there. He goes net cord bounces his way. He tries to go +1 backhand cross court, but the backhand goes off the tape, bounces just over the net. Alcaraz had no chance. 15 love for Alex de Minaur. I love the Alex de Minaur color schemes he's got. Again, we'll get into that. Carlos Alcaraz with a nice return right up the gut, and de Minaur couldn't move his feet out of the way quick enough to scoop that back over the net. 15 all. And you guys are rocking it here. Oh, okay, here we go. Ghost. I went to Botanical Gardens in Phoenix once with my family. A really beautiful place. There's so many cacti. Yes, that's correct. The second version I didn't even know existed. Also, the tacos were dope. You know what, Ghost? I'm gonna raise you by saying I've had a cactus burrito, and it tastes kind of like green peppers, like bell peppers. And it was really, really good. Kind of like a little bit sort of wetter green pepper. But that's cool. Botanical Gardens. I don't think I think I have. I think my aunt took me there when I first got there. There is a PowerPoint system of points as well, I read. PowerPoint. Okay. I think Alex will do well on grass against everyone except for Novak. The matchup is terrible for him. See, that's the thing. It's just Novak is just tough. That's what it is. Both Carlos and Alex are speed demons. Yes, absolutely. de Minaur here 40-15. So players both are cruising on their service games after the first game. Garcia is a massive flop. Ghost saying to Jean, she hinted at a breakthrough last year, even won the WTA final, but she has not performed well at all. I heard she got a new coach. She started playing really aggressive, and then she started winning, and then got rid of the coach, and then got her dad involved again or something. I don't know what's going on. The whole mom and dad getting in the way. I don't mind if you're there. Like it doesn't seem like Carlos Alcaraz's dad is kind of like meddling, like he's there all the time watching the matches, but you don't get that sense. You don't get the sense, with Rafa, for example, or Roger and their guys and Novak, these guys, you don't get the sense that their parents are like Tsitsi passing in the background, or I heard Raducanu's father apparently has a lot of sway in that regard now. Things I didn't hear about before. So Yeah, really weird. Really interesting when I think family gets mixed up. They're I think family's always looking out for your best interest, but there's got to be a line, you know. Anyways, is Carlos playing exhibition matches two next? I don't think so. I think this is more important for him, like playing matches rather than exhibitions. Exhibitions are good when you don't have any other kind of tournaments to play, but I think he's better off playing tournaments. Exhibition, I mean, maybe he might play one or two next week, but I doubt it. I don't think he'll play any other lead-in tournaments either. So that's my guess. The only man Novak needs to worry about is future slam champion Francis Big Foe Tiafo. Let's go, vamos y demo. Girls' wing is unpredictable. Who is favorite? Even girls don't know themselves for Wimbledon. You know what? I was thinking Rabakina is going to be my pick for the Wimbledon, my prediction. But I'm starting to wonder if Ons Jabeur is going to learn from the majors that she's been in last year, the Wimbledon final, the US Open final, and I wonder if she can break through. I think that she has a better chance of breaking through than Casper Ruud. And the reason I'm comparing the two is because both Casper Ruud and Ons Jabeur both made it to the French and US Open finals and lost last year. And of course, Ruud made it again this year to the French Open final. Actually, sorry, did I? Yeah, so yeah, Ons was in Wimbledon and US, and then yeah, and so was Casper last year. But this year, Casper made the French Open final. Of course, Ons Jabeur did not, as Iga won that one. But yeah, I'm considering that might be my surprise pick. Cubby is only mentioning he ate cactus burritos because he wants the ladies to know that he has a super tough tongue. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Alcaraz serve here at 2-3 on serve. He's challenging a call on the serve. I guess they called it out. Oh, no, sorry. No, the return he thought was long from de Minaur, but it actually clipped the line, so it's love 15. I'm so excited for them. Like I don't mind. I love seeing line umpires on the court, line judges, things like that. But I'm one of those people who would rather have accuracy than confusion. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think they're going to have automatic line calling in within a couple of years for all the tournaments, and I think that's going to be so much better because if we have the ability to know what's right, I don't think a player should have to make a challenge on like a wrong call. So if the line judge makes a wrong call, and if the player doesn't chooses not to challenge, for example, they could lose that point when they would have won it if there's automatic calling. So that's why I kind of like to go for the whatever is more accurate. I remember I was watching the England Germany in the World Cup. I think it was 2 or 3 World Cups ago. And England, they were getting pummeled, but they scored a goal. It went off the crossbar, bounced like a foot in, and then back off the crossbar and came out. We all watching on TV saw it was 100% goal, but at the time they didn't have video replay and they didn't count it. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like we all know that this goal was in, but they couldn't call it because they don't have replay. And so, yeah, I've always been one of those people who thinks that the accuracy is more important than the show around it. All right, Alcaraz backhand. We're into a rally backhand slice. De Minaur, Alcaraz with a short backhand slice. And de Minaur goes back to the backhand again. And then Alcaraz tries to go back, but it goes off the top of the tape and lands back on his side. So 15-30. De Minaur now putting some pressure on Carlitos. Ooh, Alcaraz's shot hit the top of the net and decided to stay back on his side. I like Ons too. She's so close. Yeah, I'm thinking she might be my pick, folks. Casper did not make Wimbledon final. Yes, you're right. Sorry, I kept on saying it wrong. Casper made the French Open and the US Open, and Ons made Wimbledon and the US Open. But what I meant to say is both of them were number 2 for much of last year. In the rankings, both of them were 0-2 in major finals. That was more of the point there, but thank you for the correction. My apologies. Alcaraz with a backhand ripper with de Minaur at the net. He volleys it to the out wide. Alcaraz pops that up. Now de Minaur pops up another volley. Alcaraz, oh my God, he had a passing chance, and he did pass him. De Minaur got a racket on it, but it goes into the net. Nice little cat and mouse point there Everyone in the crowd happy, cheering on, and it's 30 all. Minor had a good chance there, a couple chances. He had Alcaraz way at the very back behind the baseline near the wall there. And yeah, de Minaur could have put one of those volleys away a little bit better. However, he didn't, and it's 30 all. How's the match going so far? It's been a really good one. Very even. It's been servers have been doing pretty well, although Alcaraz facing a little bit of pressure here. Carlos can become world number one in rankings if he wins today. Yes, that is very true. He will be world number one. Alcaraz now 40-15. But if Kvitova wins Berlin, I suppose we should put her into the conversation about winning Wimbledon. It would be her second title of the year. Yeah, she won in, was it Miami? Very impressive win over Rybakina, who was in her second straight Masters 1000 final after winning Indian Wells and then going to the Miami final there. So Alcaraz +1 up the line, backhand cross court, de Minaur, backhand slice Alcaraz, backhand slice de Minaur, backhand slice cross court Alcaraz, goes wide, and we're into a deuce. Oh. Daria, where are you watching this match? Yeah, Daria and Snail, you need to meet up somewhere. Go to a bar. What's up? See what's going on. It's only there on Tennis TV, but it's paid subscription. Casper comes off as a younger Novak before his diet improved and enhanced his body conditioning. Unless Casper makes drastic improvement, Novak will always play with reserves in the tank against him. Alcaraz, a nice serve into the body. de Minaur can't get that back. Alcaraz now with the advantage. So you think Casper comes off as a younger Novak? I'd say I don't think Casper's conditioning is necessarily the issue. I think it's his skills. I don't think he has the game right now to take on Novak over 5 sets. Break chance forming. It was close. It looked like it there for a second. Still might be. Ooh, Alcaraz tried to rip. That was at 134 miles an hour. He tried to go up the tee, but it was just wide. But Alcaraz definitely, he did at the very last service game of against Korda, I believe. Or was it against Dimitrov? One of the two. Alcaraz went crazy against him. Oh, Alcaraz, the passing shot. de Minaur had a good look at that one. It was a pretty high backhand volley, but he was there in plenty of time, but he pushes it into the net. These are the type of points that I feel like Sebastian Korda also had some good chances at the net, and he just flubbed them, shot them wide or long or into the net. And this was another chance here where de Minaur could have put some pressure there on Alcaraz, but Alcaraz finds his way out. So good hold there for Carlitos. We're level at 3. I'm going to go Alcaraz button for that game.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
We've got, I am saying Fritz is my dark horse for Wimbledon. Pretty good call there. Could have beaten Nadal last year and probably beaten Nick too. Yeah, it was kind of a bummer. I almost wish, Nadal is obviously never going to withdraw from a match, but I wish he withdrew like 1 point before match point. So at least we would have had a semifinal. But he did beat Fritz. He deserved to be the semifinalist and knock out Fritz. So no complaints there. But that's a pretty good pick, though. I like that. I don't see Casper close to a younger Novak. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that either. Like I said, conditioning wise, yeah, he's fine. But in terms of, he doesn't have the game. That's how I see it. I hear what Danuk is saying, but I don't think diet is what's keeping him from a slam title. Same. Yeah, I agree with you, Cubby. Joker has way more weapons than Rude, serve, drop shot, and the best return in the game, among other things. Yeah. Not only that, but his ability to conserve energy and to go to this deep, dark place in these like tie breaks and these moments of crazy tension. It's very impressive. de Minaur with a beautiful serve out wide. Alcaraz short ball return. de Minaur cross court forehand, and it's 40-15. Cruising on serve is the demon so far. it's kind of feeling like we're heading to a tie break, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Daria saying against Corda, Carlos had ripped that forehand in both wings. Yeah, he was on. That's one of the reasons why I decided to go with Alcaraz. All kind of analyzing, I was thinking de Minaur has a really good chance, especially because he's been holding his serve so well. But in the end, I chose Alcaraz because I feel like he's kind of leveling up a little bit at each match on grass. But I would not be surprised whatsoever if even if de Minaur were to take it in straight sets. I would be, it's not what I would be expecting, but I wouldn't be like surprised. Like I don't think, like I said, I give Alcaraz about 55-45. My friend Danuk, I think, or someone was saying 60-40. Hello, Jane. It's been a minute. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Daria. Covey, Daria, Snail, Ghosty, Andre with a break. Oh, yeah, folks, we do have other action going on. And I was watching Bublik race out to a 3-0 lead in the first set. But then, of course, this match started, so I wasn't able to follow. But it looks like Bublik took that first set, and now Rublev is on the verge, up 5-2 in the second set. Bublik serving at 2-5, so he's serving to stay in it. But the first set was indeed 6-3. So Bublik with that 3-0 lead, he parlays that into a 1-set lead, although it looks like he is about to be level. So amazing display of tennis from Bublik. He is one of the talented players on the tour. When he's motivated, when he's not saying things like he hates clay or whatnot, or things like that, he really can play. And when he's hot, he's tough to. Him, Ilya Ivashka, Nick Kyrgios. I feel like all three of those guys have this like short fuse temper, this high skill level, the big serves. They're both tall, tattooed up guys. All three of them, I should say. And there's some similarities between those three, I find. Here we go. Alcaraz serving 3-4 on serve here in the first set. Alcaraz, serve and volley attempt, but the volley was an easy one into the net. He punches that. So Alcaraz has this effect on players where he makes them like hit for the margins more tightly than they need to, because they're scared that if they don't, he's going to get, he's going to chase down a ball. De Minaur has the same effect, and he can have that effect on Alcaraz, folks. So though Alcaraz is obviously fast and one of the better movers overall on the tour, de Minaur can do the damage with his speed that Alcaraz does to others. So it's a very good matchup for de Minaur in that sense, where he's not going to get outspeeded. Ghosty, Noli's mental fortitude is unmatched, especially now that Fed is gone and Rafa is on his way out. But I do think Alcaraz and Rune have Joker-like mental strength, so future is bright. Yeah, for sure. To me, it's just a race of like, when will these guys be able to kind of take it there? When will they be able to beat Novak in like a big semifinal or a final? Or will Novak just keep winning till he retires? That's also a potential thing. Alcaraz 30-15 here. That was a really nice forehand to forehand rally. De Minaur was actually hanging with the forehands there, but then Alcaraz, his last shot kind of forced De Minaur's forehand into the net, added an injection of pace. Second serve coming up. Tosses up. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle, nice and deep. Forehand inside out. Alcaraz backhand up the line from de Minaur goes long. And Alcaraz now 40-15, couple game points. Hey, Jane. Demon beating Rune in straight sets was quite a statement. Yeah, definitely. And it was a statement, although this is Rune's first tournament on grass. I don't know, did he even play Wimbledon last year? I don't think he's played much on grass in his career. This was his first grass semi-final as well, for not only for Alcaraz, Corda, but also for Rune. All three. De Minaur is the only of the final four who's actually played and won a tournament on grass and made it that far into a tournament on grass. Bublik is crazy good on grass and so creative with court positioning and drop shots and angles. Yes, his on the run, sometimes he does this short angle passing crosses. Where you're just like, how does he even see the geometry of that? A lot of fun to watch. I've been around all your streams, Covey. I just lurk quietly in the corner. Awesome, Jane. Well, it's good to have you. And it's good to know that you're always there. Ghosty to Snail. Agree, bro. That's why I rate Demon to beat Carlos and do well at Wimbledon. He's playing great. Yeah, and he's also won a title this year, the 500 in Acapulco. And Alcaraz makes his way to the net. De Minaur pushes a forehand right up the line, passing Alcaraz, and it lands in. So, game's not over. 40-all. We're at deuce. Daria Federer was asked about GOAT as Nole went on 23, but he said not yet until Rafa is still there. I mean, he trusts Rafa so much. And Jane is trying so hard to be ghost-like, but what I got you can't teach. Daria, you missed what he meant. Is that talking about Federer there? Ivashka, he had a tough first half of the year. Yeah, he's a great player. He had a really good match against Sinner, a 5-setter in the round of 16 at the U.S. Open. And De Minaur now has the first breakpoint opportunity of the match as he takes the point here at deuce. Carlos has been under the pressure a little bit more than Demon has all match, if so far, I would say. I'd say it's been about 60-40 in terms of how much pressure has been kind of Alcaraz, because De Minaur hasn't faced any pressure since he was down love 30 in his first service game. Alcaraz has, but a beautiful ace out wide gets him out of trouble. Back to deuce. Ripper of a shot there from Alcaraz. Snail explained that I missed something. Snail, how do you interpret Fred's remarks? Uh-oh, Alcaraz threatening to break here. Oh, okay, that was a couple minutes ago. Now it looks like our boy, the Demon, is. Okay. Nice serve, Alcaraz. Short ball, and then +1 is an inside out. Ooh, Demon even got a racket on it. See, that's what I'm saying. The ball that Demon got a racket on, and he didn't get it in. It went off the frame. But literally, like maybe 3 or 4 players in the top 100 are actually even going to get to that ball, like even get a racket on it. And I'd say Novak and Carlos are among the others. Maybe Monfils when he's in full fitness. He's really fast when he's on a dead run as well. I somehow feel Novak's conditioning and stamina stems from his diet and meditation, which most of his competition is not giving enough weight. I feel it will be a few more generations before it's proven. I think I know what you're saying, my friend. There is massive benefits to meditation, things like that. And he definitely spends a lot of time within himself. And the diet is another thing. He also had cramping issues and injury issues when he was younger, but now he's basically, I mentioned this after Novak won. Ben and I were on the post-match stream, and I was saying that he's kind of given the blueprint for future athletes. If you want to be able to play 5-set matches and win 20 Grand Slams or be in the category or neighborhood or even 5-10, whatever, you're going to have to learn some of these things that these guys, the big three, have kind of led the way with. But I think Novak is the most innovative of them all when it comes to how he kind of prepares, trains, how he's changed his whole lifestyle for the game of tennis. Novak is not just about slam count. Yeah, he's about overall. Federer just means when Rafa tells Novak can be confirmed as GOAT, doesn't mean he necessarily believes in Rafa winning a slam. I don't know that that's how Daria took those comments. I don't necessarily see that. But we got Tasani Wantanakul. Very cool name. Welcome. And Alcaraz. Oh, what a beautiful shot from De Minaur. Alcaraz comes to the net, cuts off a floater backhand. But again, De Minaur with the wheels, he guessed right. And then not only that, he got to the ball and pushed it back behind Alcaraz, wrong footing him and setting up another break point. What a shot. Alcaraz tried to do a behind the back desperation. He swung behind his back, but De Minaur just a lovely shot there and sets up another break point opportunity. Alcaraz, be careful. You've already saved 2 break points in this game. Don't give him another one. Is that right? Or is this? Oh, Alcaraz does this little chip at the net. Now they're both back again. Alcaraz with a backhand. Block back from de Minaur. Now cross-court backhand. Also block back, but lands about an inch long. And Alcaraz saves another break point. Ooh, the tension is rising here, folks. You can tell de Minaur wants to make his move, and he is doing some good work, making Alcaraz continue to hit one more shot. Yeah, that backhand floater was just a little bit long, maybe about 3 or 4 inches. Alcaraz was right there staring it down. Here we go. All right, first serve is good out wide. Now the +1 inside out. Alcaraz, de Minaur with a pop-up lob. Alcaraz waits for that to drop and then kind of pushes it to the forehand side, and de Minaur punched that back, but it went long. Alcaraz, that was really weird. So what happened was it looked like Alcaraz was going to hit the overhead out of the air, but at the last second, he said, oh, wait, no, I'm going to wait for it to drop. He literally was about to start the swing, and then he stopped, let it drop, but then the ball, I think it had a backspin on it, so he couldn't actually hit it off the drop because it went so far in front of him, and he kind of desperation kind of pushed it to that side. It wasn't really an overhead. It was more like he drifted it there. But de Minaur maybe was expecting something faster, and that's why he pushed it out. Anyways, Alcaraz saves that break point. Now has a game point. But first serve goes long. So second serve. Sean, welcome, Sean. Meditation and diet reminds me more of martial artist approach. They were ahead of the game for sure. I mean, I've spent many years, as an athlete and someone who meditates daily. And I can tell you, it definitely helps bring you into the moment throughout your day. Even if you meditate in the morning, it has a residual effect, especially if you continue to do it daily. It's kind of like taking yourself to like this solace sort of place. Andre and Bublik, 1 set each, 3-6-6-3. Thank you, Jane. Let's go, Alex, says Tassani. What's going on? How come my clicker isn't working? Huh? Weird. Okay, now there it is. Okay, this would be huge if Demon takes the first set 6-3. It all rests on this point. Okay, I'm behind here. And oh yeah, we're way behind. Sorry, guys. You guys are popping off. By the way, folks, thank you so much for all the engagement here. We got so many people popping off in the comments. Alcaraz does hold in the end, folks. So a very, very nice hold for Carlitos. And not only that, he takes the first point in Alex de Minaur's service game here in game number 9. Almost a return and volley situation here. Slams are nice, but I like to eat brownies and drink tequila. I could never stick to Novak's diet. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, Alcaraz with a short return. Cross court from de Minaur. Alcaraz pushes a backhand cross court floater, and de Minaur just ever so delicate, beautiful touch drop. Alcaraz, no chance. De Minaur wisely moves his shoulder out of the way of the net, avoiding contact. Not that there's any danger there. This is why I love the Demon. This will have 3 sets, says Tassani. Alcaraz, body serve. The body serve to Alcaraz. Backhand block was long, so it's now 30-15. So de Minaur, folks, what is he wearing? Well, he is an ASICS athlete. He's got a all-white hat with just a black ASICS logo. He's wearing a shirt that's black, white, pink, and gray. The pink is only on the collar of the neck and around the arms, the very end of the sleeve. We'll get into more in a second. Backhand return up the line. Alcaraz, as good as a winner because de Minaur's forehand return goes long. Oh yeah, he's got a white hat with just the black ASICS, so all white, kind of like how Iga wears, but she of course wears on. And then his shirt is mainly black on top. So the top is black. He's got a white ASICS logo on the left. Then he's got a white bar that goes from sleeve, chest, sleeve. And then on the sleeves, it's pink, like I said, on the out of there. And then you got on the collar. And then the bottom half is gray, solid gray. And then he's got white shoes, white socks, white shorts, and 1 black wristband on the right side. And de Minaur misses his +1. It was an easy one. He shoots it long, and this sets up break point for Carlitos. Alcaraz so far has had one break point opportunity, was not able to convert. De Minaur has had two, also unable. So, big point of the match. Beautiful serve out wide. Even better return from Carlitos deep. Now, De Minaur ripping some backhands cross court. Alcaraz returns. Same thing. Now, forehand Alcaraz cross court on the run. Demon up the middle, and it goes long. Alcaraz roars, and he takes it takes a 5-4 lead, and he is up a break and will have a chance to serve out the first set here, folks. So quite the turnaround after some very tense moments. A couple of break points saved each. Actually, is that right? One break point saved, I should say, before for De Minaur. Wasn't able to save the second. So very, very tight first set, and it's coming down all to one game coming up, folks. Let me know in the comments, do you think Alcaraz will hold here? Or will he get broken, and will we continue on in this first set? Curious to know your thoughts. Also, folks, we got this qualifiers in Mallorca on grass. We got Moutet is facing O'Connell. I'm also trying to look for the women's scores here. So Birmingham, folks, we're into a tie break, 6-all. We're in the first set tie break currently. Ostapenko and Krejcikova is serving at 1-all. So Krejcikova, so they're on serve. We're into a tiebreak. So we'll keep you posted on that. Also, folks, please do, if you haven't yet, consider giving this video a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. That way you can be notified as to when all of our upcoming videos will be going live. And by the way, I have some fun news for you. Covey's Corner, my weekly roundup show, which is normally on Mondays, we're actually going to do it a few hours after this match is done. So after I'm done this stream, and probably 3 or 4 hours later, we will be doing Covey's Corner, and we're going to be moving it to Sundays. So what I'll do is I'll be doing it instead of waiting a whole day, since I'm so much further behind Europe and Australia, all that stuff. By the time I do my Monday afternoon recording, it's already Monday night or even Tuesday for some of you. So we figured it's probably better to do it closer to the end of the week. So yeah, Covey's Corner will be changing, folks. Here we go. Alcaraz serving for the first set, and he goes serve and volley off the first point, does a beautiful drop shot off of his volley. And De Minaur gets to that, pushes it cross court, but Alcaraz easily puts a forehand away as both players are at the net, passing De Minaur, no troubles. 15-love. All right, folks. So please do, please know that I have missed a whole bunch of the chat, so I might be missing some storylines going on in your comments. However, I'm going to do my best. I like to meditate naked as God made me, and with friends of the feminine variety. There you go. I feel like the word meditation is not what you're exactly getting at. Being silly. I think Daniil might start hating the grass as well, along with the clay, says Snail. How's our boy doing, by the way? By the way, it is Ostapenko up 3-2, but they're still on serve in the tiebreak. Alcaraz backhand cross court, backhand De Minaur, backhand slice. Alcaraz up the line, lands nice and deep. Forehand De Minaur up the middle. Now Alcaraz makes his way to the net. Volley, second volley. It's a shorter one. Third one, he hits cross court. De Minaur tries to race it down, but falls over, trying his best. Good effort from De Minaur, but Alcaraz, good hands there. 3 volleys. Tough. First one was tough. Second one was even tougher. He had to do one of these where he blocked it downwards. The third one was the most controlled, and a very nice cut on that, making De Minaur unable to chase that down. Alcaraz, the footwork is looking a little bit better. Yeah, De Minaur slipped as well, folks. He didn't just fall. He was kind of running forward and sideways at the same time and slipped off sideways. 30-love Alcaraz. Ooh, tries to go hard on the serve. Man, he's starting hitting 130s a lot. That one was long, though. So, here we go. Second serve, good. Backhand return is shallow, but Alcaraz stays back. Slice battle, backhand slice battle. Now De Minaur, all cross court. Now from Alcaraz. Now from De Minaur. Again, back. Now Alcaraz runs around it, goes inside out winner. And that one had flames behind it. Oh, my heavens. See, that's the thing with Alcaraz. You got to be careful if you have a good backhand slice, because if you don't put it right into that corner, He's running around it, and he is going to make you pay, or he's going to blast the cover off a ball that goes long. But most of the time, he finds a way to make you pay. Also, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but Alcaraz's right arm is starting to become as much bigger than his left arm than Rafa's left arm is than his right arm, if that makes sense. Because I'm watching this guy now, and my God, his right arm looks like he's a bodybuilder, and his left arm is pretty skinny. Alcaraz second serve, good cross-court return, and then Alcaraz with the cross-court slice. De Minaur returns it with the same. Alcaraz lobs that, and then a backhand overhead chip from De Minaur cross-court. Alcaraz has the open court backhand, but he can't push it in up the line, goes just wide. But a couple more set points still for the world number 2 here. He's up 40-15. Demon is not wearing a white hat, Covey. Please, it's Caucasian now, or melanin deficient. Do better. Oh, man. I remember someone told me to do better in Twitter once. It was like this radio commentator from Edmonton, and he's talking about Edmonton, Vancouver hockey. And I was like, battling, and he said, do better. And I was like, man, that kind of stings. And I don't think I was doing bad. Alcaraz with an ace, and he takes the first set 6-4. So Alcaraz has, after having dropped the first set of the tournament, he has won every single one since, and he is now one set away from his first ever grass court title. However, I'm sure Alex de Minaur has a lot more to say. By the way, folks, I know this is kind of weird, but Alex de Minaur did play really well, but he kept on serving, and he didn't have any crazy points. And so I didn't give him any button action, but I believe he deserves a button. So even though Alex de Minaur did not win the set, I believe there's a new button as well from Ben. So this is a well-deserved button. Even though he lost the first set, I want to show some love to the demon Alex de Minaur. Let's check out the new button, folks.
The core, it makes you run, look like a crow. You'll be so tired, you'll be on the floor.
I like this comment. Dark Covey, why are you wearing white t-shirt today? Are you in Wimbledon mood? Actually, if you guys look closely, so you might notice I have a green screen now. So I will have a more consistent background instead of a slightly unkempt room with a bookshelf normally. The only downside for you guys is no more Gobi on her little perch. But if you look closely, I am wearing my Game to Love t-shirt. So this was the one. I'll go like this to make it easier for you. So yeah, if anyone is interested in getting your own merch from Game to Love, look in the description box below. We got brand new hoodies for Nole, number 23 Grand Slam title. I actually have a 22 hoodie from when he won the Australian Open. Oh, no, folks. It looks like Alcaraz has called the trainer, and I think it's a groin potentially issue or something. So what they're doing is, so Alcaraz, imagine this is his knee right here, okay? So this is his knee, the joint. Like, they're doing stretches where the trainer is kind of pulling his knee and getting him to pull, like, to do some tense, like, resistance stretching right now. They're doing it with his foot, his toes. So it looks like his right leg, I don't know if it would be a cramp. It doesn't look like a cramp, but maybe there's some sort of tenderness in the groin, maybe in the quad, in the calf. But the trainer seemed to be working on Alcaraz's right leg. Didn't show any sign of any sort of injury or like a slip that made him, catch a niggle of any sort. So I'm not sure if it just kind of progressed and got a little bit worse. The reason I said is because Alcaraz, he has, he had a final in Rio earlier this year against. So it's an official medical timeout now. So Alcaraz, they are rubbing some sort of balm or ointment on the right inside of the right thigh kind of thing. So below the groin, above the knee. But inside, it looks like they're working the inside. Oh, maybe the hamstring. Maybe, yeah, it looks like they might be working either the inside muscles, like right below the groin, or a little bit behind it. But I think it's more groin than hamstring. Yeah, they're basically massaging his groin or hamstring, one of the two. Anyways, I hope this is not a big thing. So anyways, what I was saying earlier, he lost in a final on clay to Cam Norrie earlier this year, where he found himself with a tender hamstring. He was up a set and a break, actually, and ended up giving up that break, losing the second set, and then I think early in the third set he hurt himself, wasn't able to. He did play. He didn't retire from the match, but yeah. Either way, let's see. Rod Laver's left arm was famously much bigger than his right, a sign of greatness. I mean, I think all tennis players generally have a bigger arm than on one side than the other, especially if you become a pro, which means you've spent 10,000 hours, whatever, years and years of constantly using one arm more than the other. Even Roger, I remember his right forearm is huge compared to his left because, of course, he's one hand backhand and all that stuff. So they are taping up Alcaraz's right thigh. So I wonder if this has been a common theme here, this kind of ham quad issue. I wonder if it's been the same issue, all year whenever he's had this, or if this is something different than what happened in Brazil, for example. Okay, sorry, folks. You guys are just popping off on the comments. I'm sorry I can't keep up, but no, I love you all and will do my best. Knew a guy who went into central Canada every summer to retrace the canoe hiking routes of the 19th century pelt hunters. He showed me pics where the guys had either huge left or right arms for rowing. There you go. There you go. Oh no, he's tweaked his knee. Oh no, will he retire? Not just yet. Norrie, I think you're trying to help me out when I was not able to find the name. Alcaraz also had to pull out against Runa last year in Paris-Bercy. Yes, that was a tear in his abdomen. That was a match that I was actually really looking forward to. And another matchup I was hoping when I saw that the semis were a potential Runa Alcaraz final potential, and unfortunately, 1 week enough rest between Wimbledon. I think he has played a lot. Yeah, he'll be fine. I don't think it's. I mean, if it was really bad, he would not continue playing. But we are going, folks. Carlos might need a break, and there is another after this. There's another week before Wimbledon starts, so next week is a good lead up and rest week for a lot of these players. So I don't think the way he's moving around does not. He's hopping around and everything. He's looking okay. All right, de Minaur, first serve of the second set is a fault. So here comes the second serve. And it goes off the top of the tape and rolls over. And second serve coming up again. I mean, he had health issues with Nole just a couple weeks ago. I don't think that was a health issue. I think cramps are more of a mental thing. I think it was the pressure of the moment. Because, cramps aren't considered an injury. And if they were, then you could actually take a medical timeout for them, but you're not allowed to. So, I don't think I don't consider cramps to be an injury. Oh no, Carlos, this probably rules him out for Wimbledon. No way he survives best of 5 against top guys in his current condition. I totally disagree with you. I don't. If it was that bad that he would be missing Wimbledon or unable to be good at Wimbledon, he wouldn't continue playing. Like I said, he doesn't look like he's not moving around gingerly. It's not hard for him to move in one direction or another. De Minaur backhand sails long. Like for example, when he tweaked his hamstring against Norrie, that was more worrisome to me because he was really gingerly walking around the court. He couldn't, like, for the whole third set, he was just unable to move. This is not the case here. He's hopping around, he's moving. Oop, forehand goes haywire though, and de Minaur takes a 30-15 lead. Carlos needs to improve his physicality. Taking a break is just an excuse. I mean, can you really say that? The guy won 3 straight 5-setters, 3 straight 5-hour matches in a row, and then he had to still play a final. So I don't think his physicality is off. I think the cramp is a mental issue. Dr. Ghosty's prescription, Carlos needs to chill, fly to a tropical island, and do some of that female-enabled meditation I mentioned earlier. That guy must have a lot of ladies sliding his DMs. He hasn't really played for that long. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, there's you guys. Wear and tear is not an issue for him. It's more about if something's pulled, then it's an issue. Bien Carlos says Alria. Welcome, Alria. Cramps again? No, not cramps, but something with the muscle, I think. Ghost, your problem to everything are women I am seeing. Sorry, solution. I guess they can be both, my friend. Diminor with a nice hold. So it's by the way, how'd you guys like the Diminor button? Ostapenko first set tiebreak does take it. Thank you for the update. Yeah, I was trying to look at it, but it kind of lost my focus here on that because this second set started up again. But yeah, 10-8 first set. So quite a thrilling, what on paper, tiebreak. Snail, his team knows what's best for him, so let's not judge. Players who are exceptionally fast get injured. It's not a question of fitness, really. Cubby, right? I'm overthinking Carlos's time physically. Yeah, like I said, like if he was moving around like he was moving in that final against Nori, I would be a little worried and be like, oh man, like Wimbledon's coming up in a week and he can't even move. That's not the case right now. He's moving around. Novak had the hamstring injury in Australia. He found his way to play through it. Like that's one of those, this is closer to that than anything else, in my opinion. But I will update if he does start looking like he's laboring or something. Backhand slice battle. Now Alcaraz takes it up the line. Forehand Diminor, I almost said Dimitra. And then Alcaraz makes way to the net and does a little, oh, what a beautiful shot from Diminor. Alcaraz does a drop shot, a really soft one. Diminor runs as fast as he can, gets to the ball, and then puts a really interesting, the opposite of a banana. So normally, a banana shot, you hit, it kind of goes outside and then curves its way back in. This time, he actually kind of sliced it the other way, and he curved it inwards, and it almost bananaed out. Alcaraz actually, oh, sorry, my bad, folks. Diminor, the ball was called long. I thought that was in. Oh my God, they just showed the replay. Anyways, it's 30-love Alcaraz. I actually thought Alcaraz lost that point. So I guess the ball just bounced a hair wide. Could have sworn I heard someone say something right when the ball landed. So I thought it was, oh yeah, maybe they called it out. My bad. Anyways, Alcaraz just lost the next point. So it's 30-15. Man. Yeah, Sean, I like your comment here. Players who are exceptionally fast get injured. It's not a question of fitness, really. Women contain multitudes. Penko just took the first set. You beat me to it. Imagine if GTL adds your better half here. There you go. All right, Alcaraz ripping some forehands. Now, backhand from Diminor makes Alcaraz forced to hit a backhand. That was really nicely placed, and Alcaraz goes just a hair wide. 30 all here. And Alcaraz under a tiny bit of pressure, 30 all. This is a big point, though. You guys probably wonder what Alcaraz is wearing. Well, he's decked out in the same outfit he's been rocking since before the French Open. He's got a white and green striped shirt. Shot right to the body. Diminor had to crouch down and do an overhead from the crouch, which went into the net. Yeah, that's never a good position to return from. So yeah, Alcaraz, he's wearing that the green and gray kind of striped shirt. On the front, it looks like the home plate. It's like a 5-sided kind of thing. He's got white shorts, white socks, white shoes, all Nike, white Nike wristband on the right side. So no change for Alcaraz in the last couple of months on the kit situation. All right, here's a second serve. Game point, Alcaraz. Serve is good. Backhand return, nice and deep. Alcaraz one-hand backhands that. Up the line, short. Diminor, oh, he had a chance on the short ball, and he ripped it just a little bit long. He went cross-court. Smart play. He tried to go the spot where it was furthest away from him, giving him the most chance for it to land in, but he still went long. 13 minutes into set number 2. We are tied at 1 game apiece. Alcaraz looking all right there, even though his right thigh has been taped up. Also, folks, Kvitova and Donna Vekic have begun their match. They're early in set number 1, tied at 1 game apiece. Also, into the first game of set number 2, Ostapenko's up 1-0. And in the other men's final that's currently going, Oh gosh, Bublik is up 5-2 in the third set, folks. So Rublev is serving right now at 2-5, serving to stay in the match. Bublik, so we'll keep an eye on that too. De Minaur up 15-love, serve goes wide. So here comes a second on the way. Ooh, very good question. Which tennis club would you most want a lifetime membership from? I mean, I want to say Wimbledon. That's like my gut. Wimbledon's like the first one. But by the way, De Minaur goes backhand slice long, 15-all here. Yeah, Wimbledon seems the most kind of prestigious, and the clubhouse looks very classy. I'd say either that or the French, maybe. The US Open definitely has like raucous crowds and stuff like that, but I feel there's like an elegance to the French stadium. Alcaraz with a nice passing attempt. De Minaur tries to go serve and volley. Smart, or I like the idea, but the approach shot wasn't great, and Alcaraz ripped it up the line. De Minaur got a piece of it, but it went long. So now at 15-30, Alcaraz looking to make a move here. That's a great question. Yeah, I'm going to say Wimbledon first, then the French, because there's the brand new facilities of the French Open. They were very caught my attention the last few years. And I just love the colors and stuff. They have so much white, and then they've got the clay, and yeah. So I'm going to say those two. What about you, Sean? What are you thinking? Do you have a membership at Wimbledon? You are from England. Okay, De Minaur's at the net. Alcaraz trying to pass him. De Minaur does a drop. He did the drop. And then Alcaraz gives him a high five. De Minaur did the drop where it bounced on Alcaraz's side and back on his side before Alcaraz could get to it. And the whole crowd gives him a nice ovation. And not only that, he hit an overhead kind of volley right before that. But yeah, after it bounced over, Alcaraz puts his hand out and gives him a high five. Gotta love I don't know necessarily call it camaraderie, but the sportsmanship, sportspersonship, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Gosh, Sean, now you make me want to have a membership at Wimbledon. It's like, when you're not thinking about food and then someone mentions food and now you're hungry. Well, there you go. Carlos and Sinner build as a potential big two of next era. Both have fragility they need to get on top of. Again, I don't see Alcaraz being fragile like Sinner. I just don't see it. He's played 8 tournaments this year. He's made the finals of 7 of them, I believe. Wait, 7? No, 6 of them. Yeah, I made the finals in Buenos Aires, Indian Wells, Barcelona, Madrid, Rio, and here. So he's made 6 finals in 8 tournaments. I mean, how can we say that he's not in physical shape? He made it 5 rounds at the French Open, and then lost to the eventual champion after cramping up. So the cramps are definitely is an issue, but I don't think his physicality is an issue. All right, De Minaur deuce here, so not out of this one yet. Wimby, for me, they're the only one with a library, and I want to peruse the stacks. Maybe write a book someday. You know what, Ghost? You rarely make spelling errors, but you spelled right incorrectly, surprisingly, just to let you know. If one wins Wimbledon, do they get free lifetime membership? Yes, that is correct. If anyone who wins Wimbledon, whether singles or doubles, you are a lifetime member to the club. Covey, in what way Ghost always mentions women? Do you know what? Do you want that too? Sorry, I'm not fully understanding in the way Ghost always mentions women. Do I want that too? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, hey, I've been all tennis, all pickleball, all non-women for the last while here. Oh, De Minaur at the net with a drop shot. Alcaraz gets to it, tries to lob over him, but De Minaur with a good footwork backs up and hits an overhead. He holds a gutsy hold, and I'm going to give him a button.
We're cheering for Alex Dimino. We're cheering for Alex Dimino. We're cheering for Alex Dimino. His legs so fast across the court. He makes you run, look like a crow. You'll be so tired, you'll be on the floor.
Okay, folks, so right now it's championship point. Bublik is serving 5-3, and it's advantage for him. So I'm not watching it. I'm just following the scores. But as soon as any update happens on the scoreboard, I will let you know, because we might have a champion crowned within seconds. And still saying advantage, Bublik. Still saying advantage. Still no update. You know what? I should probably just put it on. Also, Kvitova is up. Oh, they're on serve. They're Beckett serving at 1-2, so they're on serve. Ostapenko is up a set and a break now, folks. And Bublik has won it. Bublik takes it, folks. He is the champion in Halle, taking out Alexander Rublev. Or sorry, Andrei Rublev. Covey, you're hilarious. There's so many Alexanders. There's Alexander Bublik, and then there's Alexander Zverev, and then all the Alexanders are also called Sasha, and it's too much. All right, so changeover complete, and in that changeover, we have also found out that we have a crowned new champion. Oh my God, I'm mortified. This must be American coffee. No bueno. McEnroe was refused Wimbledon membership initially when he won versus Borg. They gave it to him a year later when he lost final to Connors. I'm surprised, because I know now you get a membership. I guess I didn't know that. I guess they had to start it at some point. Wait, I think I can fix this. A la BS Tsitsipas excuse. Kavi, I meant if anyone mentions food, you want that. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, Alcaraz first point goes backhand into the net. Love 15. Goldflake, welcome. The faces while he is playing are the most embarrassing I've seen since Button. Or Nice Button. There you go. Yeah, kind of hilarious. When I said write a book, it was a subtle play on word that meant to imply it would be to like correct all the bad books out there. It's a service. Okay, I was gonna say, because that's not an unforced error that you would make. So there, hey, you see what I did there? I made it all Tennessee. Also, like Tsitsipas, I'm the real victim. Yeah, he's a big victim. That guy's his whole life is victimdom. Hey, Covey, just listening in the background. Good change for the corner. Yeah, glad you like it. Hopefully you'll enjoy. So we'll do go over all 4 of the finals that are currently, well, one of them's done now, but we got this one, and then we've got the 2 women's matches, one in Birmingham, one in Berlin. Here's Alcaraz, second serve at 15 all. Is good. Return up the middle. Alcaraz backhand slice makes his way to the net, but the forehand from de Minaur goes into it, and Alcaraz no need to hit the ball again. He's up 30-15. Covey, are you really surprised that the British are unprincipled? No. The pearl clutching, I just cannot stand it. To write a book, you should write a book, and that's actually a phenomenal reason. The Wimbledon Library, which is something I only heard about, I think, in the last 3 or 4 years. For some reason, I just never heard about it. I don't think they really talk about it much on the broadcasts and whatnot. But I think that is phenomenal. Oh, you know what it was? I think it was from a podcast. I remember them talking about it. Yeah, I would love to prove. I'm like a bookstore library guy. Whenever I get a chance to check out a bookstore or a library, have a coffee, and just sit there, I could do that every single day, no problem. Oh, Alcaraz tries to go with a drop shot on his +1, but it's just short, lands into the net, but he still has a game point, 40-30. Vamos, Charlie. There's some people in the stand saying, Vamos, Carlitos. Okay. Here we go. 40-30 for serve. Ooh, just long. Alcaraz challenging the call. I think this is a good challenge. I feel like it was very close. And he was right to challenge. Another first serve. Man, it was a late call too, so see, this is an example where they made Alcaraz challenge a call where he was right on. If there was already automatic line calling, the whole issue would not have been. Now Alcaraz again is challenging his serve again. And this time it was long. Okay. So now it's the second serve. This is hilarious. Second serve is good. Cross court return is a great one from de Minaur, nice and deep. Now Alcaraz rip a forehand inside out, and it's a clean winner. And that's game. We're a level at 2 apiece. Ghosties revealing the title of his forthcoming book. Yeah, B. Chalk flew up. Alcaraz is going to get a button here, but I will address Chalk because that was my nickname. And anyone can guess why when I was playing touch tennis, Chalk was my nickname. Let me know in the comments.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Right, de Minaur with a beautiful volley, making his way to the net to win the first point of game number 5 here in the second set. Check it out, folks. Get on the top tippers leaderboard. Send in a super chat. And then you got the GTL Covey faced emoji. Yes, folks, please, if you feel so inclined, you will be on the top tipper board if you put in literally any amount whatsoever. So if anyone wants to be a top of a list today, feel free to throw in a little chat, super chat, and tip in there. We got Mr. Aniket Jesvani. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for your contribution. We got a cross-court battle, but Alcaraz turns it into an up the line, and de Minaur's backhand was unable to handle it. Goes into the net, and it's 15-all here. Folks, I would really, my goal by the end of this set is to get at least to 60 likes. We're at about 35 right now. So if you haven't yet, 38. So I think we can get to 50 in the next couple minutes. If you haven't yet given us a like, please consider doing so. We would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for all of your support, everybody. How is he playing after medical treatment? Looks totally fine. You can't really tell. And also, because they taped his quad, they taped it so high that you actually can't even see the bandage. Oh, a quick double fault there from de Minaur. It almost looked like he was like rushing to get that second serve in for some reason. But anyways, it is now 15-30. So yeah, because Daria, because they've taped up like almost, you can barely see any of the taping. You almost kind of forget that he even has an issue. I feel for the line judge, the stress if they get it wrong 2 times in a row. Yeah, for sure. But good thing is that he doesn't have like someone like maybe, I don't know, let's say Kyrgios, who's gonna yell at you for that. I remember I was watching actually Break Point, and it was the first. All right, de Minaur's at the net here. Sorry, overhead, and he has another overhead, which he backs up and hits it into the corner. Nice one. De Minaur finds his way out of some trouble because for a second I was like, ooh, he's going to be down 15-40. But a nice jumping backwards overhead put away from de Minaur. You know what I love about de Minaur? He's really good at everything. He doesn't have any exceptional weapon, however, but he's just really good. He's good at getting to the ball. He's good at making something happen when he gets to a ball under desperation. He's really good at just getting balls back constantly. Much respect to this guy, man. Oh, we got a nice little rally up the middle, but de Minaur's third shot is a backhand that goes just a hair wide along, And this sets up the first break point opportunity for Carlitos here in set number 2. So far, Alcaraz has had one opportunity and he has used it and taken it 1-for-1. de Minaur has had 2 and has not converted on either. So big point here. First serve into the net. Here comes the second serve. A little bit of a breeze. Oh, it's a double fault for the break. Uh-oh, Alcaraz now up a break, but it's still early. It's only 3-2. So de Minaur definitely still has time to claw his way back, but he's going to have to get into some of these service games pretty quickly. Break for Carlitos. He's up 3-2 and will serve right after this.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Ghosty saying, until I see a line judge or chair umpire acknowledge fallibility, honor a mistake, I'm not going to have any sympathy with them, baseball fans, for the right attitude. There you go. You should always be suspicious of and hostile towards decision callers, always. Yeah, I hear you there. I mean, I personally don't know necessarily of line judges that like will stick to their guns, you know, when they're wrong or whatever. Not that I know of. That to me would be horrible. But yeah, I definitely think in the end it'll be better for the game overall to not have line judges, just because, like I said, Alcaraz on that first serve, if there was automatic line calling, he wouldn't have had to challenge a serve that was already in, you know, because that happens most. And, you know, I was watching Kyrgios one match where he ran out of challenge, or no, he had one challenge left. And I think it might have been against Kyrgios, actually, or not Kyrgios, Tsitsipas, in that entertaining drama-filled match last year at Wimbledon. Anyways, I just remember there was a moment where the commentators were like, "Oh my God, like if Nick Kyrgios didn't call that, he would have like lost the game." And yeah, it was like a specific situation. I'm trying to think of it, but anyways, forgot. Alcaraz makes way to the net, but de Minaur with a wonderful passing shot. And the reason he was able to get such a good passing shot is because Alcaraz's approach shot went off the tape and gave de Minaur another 1.5 seconds to set that shot as it bounced upwards, but still nice and deep where he didn't have to move. Hello, well, look at this, folks. Gold Flake. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. We got a €2.49. Is it cents? I don't know. What's the decimal after euros? That's actually kind of funny. I can't believe I don't know that. Someone please let me know. I feel like this is it's like when someone asks you like, what's the capital of Canada? And you can't think of the word. Obviously it's Ottawa, but yeah. Thank you very much, Goldflake, for the first tip. We'll get Ben and JG or JG to update the scoreboard for you. Speaking of updated scoreboard, Alcaraz takes an ace up the tee at 15 all and now takes a 30-15 lead. So thank you very much again, Goldflake and Ghost as well, for your constant contributions. When are Wimby's draw coming out? It'll be like a couple days before the tournament. Usually, yeah. I don't know the exact time. If you Google Wimbledon draw 2023, it'll tell you the exact time. Beautiful serve out wide, pop high return. Alcaraz turns that into an overhead smash cross court, and he's up 40-15. So Alcaraz seems to have gained a little extra pep in his step from that break, and looking like he's serving a little bit harder. I'm noticing. I think he's trying to take advantage of the faster courts. It's really encouraging to see Alcaraz start hitting into the 130s quite a bit. Beautiful first serve. Alcaraz with a drop shot on the +1. de Minaur gets there. Alcaraz tries to lob over him, not high enough, but still enough to neutralize. Now we're back to the baseline. Alcaraz up the line. Forehand de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz. Oh, into the net. Tried to go inside in from the middle and just took the top part of the net. A great rally there. Good desperation from de Minaur. Not de Minaur, de Minaur. Haha, it's a cent. I just wanted 24 in there somehow. There you go. Okay. Oh, very cool. Very cool. 24 is your favorite number? For Nole, I'm guessing you're thinking, okay, I see what you're doing. Very clever, Gold Flake. I love it. So yeah, I will send Ben a message and say, hey, we'll get Gold Flake onto the tipper chart. Nice serve out wide. Ooh, blocks return. Alcaraz goes inside out winner from there. So he goes out wide, and de Minaur with a wonderful return, just a desperation high block back from the backhand. It landed about 4 inches inside the baseline, and then Alcaraz just hit it in the exact same spot, but this time with a forehand. And he consolidates the break. Alcaraz now up 4-2. Oh my heavens, folks. Alcaraz just produced that winner that I just told you was 106 mile an hour, and it was off of a dead ball, meaning it literally was popped into the sky. He had to generate all of that by himself. It is so hard to crack triple. I mean, I can't even crack triple. I have in my serve at one time, but in my ground strokes, no way. And the fact that he did it without any power coming at him is just nuts. All right, de Minaur is now ripping a forehand. Alcaraz goes inside out with that. Backhand de Minaur, inside out from Alcaraz. Backhand again, de Minaur. Alcaraz goes inside in now. Cross court from de Minaur. Forehand. Alcaraz forehand goes long, and de Minaur takes point number 1. Entertaining points starting to happen here in the last 3 to 4 minutes, folks. So it is called a cent, by the way. Thank you, Goldflake. Because I know you got pounds and pence and you have dollars and cents, but I was like, what's a euro cent? The capital of Canada is wherever John Candy was born. R.I.P. King. Yes, yes, and yes. I love John Candy. Uncle Buck. Oh, come on, man. Planes, trains, and automobiles. No, we going for 24. I love that, Gold Flake. That was very clever of you. De Minaur, 30 love here. Couple quick points will do well for him. The less amount of time he has on serve, the better at this point. First serve is good. Chip back return lands right on the line. No, it doesn't. Goes long. And Alcaraz, I thought for a second he may challenge, but he does not. De Minaur, triple game point. Have we gotten to 50 likes? We've gotten to 40, folks. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm sure we can get to 50. I know it's going to happen. Let on the first serve. Another first serve coming up at 40 love. Took me a second. All right, folks, you're wondering, hey, what's going on with Vekic Kvitova? Well, Kvitova is up 5-2. Actually, currently Vekic is serving at 2-5, so she's serving to stay in. And it's a +1 ripper of an inside-out forehand for Alex de Minaur. He takes it, and he holds. So Alcaraz, after the break, will serve at 4-3. However, I think a well-deserved button is on the way here for ADM.
We're cheering for Alex de Minaur. We're cheering for Alex de Minaur. We're cheering for Alex de Minaur. His legs so fast across the court. He makes you run, look like a crow. You'll be so tired, you'll be on the
floor. Okay, back, but they're not back yet. They're sitting there in their chairs, having their waters, being all elite. Just kidding. We got some Spain flags in the crowd. We got a kangaroo draped in an Australian flag in the crowd. It's like a doll, but it's pretty cool looking. Wonderful looking crowd. Yeah, the grounds are just phenomenal. So along the sidelines, behind where the players sit, there's like 3 brick buildings, all kind of. So one's in the background. 2 of them are kind of in the background. And then there's one that's kind of along the court. So yeah, I would love to go to the Queen's Club here. It looks like just a really unique sort of tennis club or lawn. I'm not sure if there's anything beyond. I know the All England lawn tennis and bowling and all that stuff. I don't know if this has that stuff, but yeah, looking cool. Surrounded by purple coloring on the walls around the court. So Here we go. Alcaraz serving just 2 games away from his first ever grass court title. But Alex de Minaur, I'm sure, will have a lot to say before it's over. Alcaraz, nice body serve on second, and de Minaur unable to get that back over the net. 15-love. Okay, is it just me or the comment? Okay, good. I was like, I thought maybe for a second the comments weren't loading, but it's just no one's commenting, and that's cool. That's fine. Here we go. 15-love Carlitos. Looks like he shaved a couple of days ago because I had a little scruff going at the beginning of the tournament. Nice hard serve up the tee. De Minaur blocks it, but it goes about 2 feet long. 30-love Alcaraz. I was wondering if de Minaur is going to start putting the pressure on here, or maybe if Alcaraz will hold, will he start feeling the pressure? Now, Alcaraz has been in these positions more and more as each tournament progresses, so he's getting good experience and learning to close out. However, no matter how good you are, it is so hard to close out any match, any tournament. So I'm really curious to see when and where the tension will be provided from. Alcaraz with a attempted drop on the on the serve and volley, but the volley goes into the net. So today he's hit about 5 or 6 attempted drop shots into the net. Not his best day in that regard, but everything else seems to be firing nicely. And I'm starting to feel his movement. He doesn't seem as erratic and as kind of out of control. Because sometimes he goes so fast that it seems like he's almost like unable to control his speed. He's starting to have this kind of controlled movement. What a wonderful ace out wide, about 100. Can't see. I want to see the exact mileage. That one was pretty quick. I think it's a high mid to mid 20s, 120s. Still can't see it. Anyways, I'll get to that one in a second. Queens is beautiful. Which queen are you talking about, my friend? Get it? That's my fault, Covey, sir. I ain't no gentleman. Of course you are. I'll bounce. Family business. Oh, no way. Okay, do your thing, buddy. Great to have you as always. Thanks, Covey. Peace chat. You have a good day, and I hope everything is all good with your fam, my friend. Ghosty, one of my favorites, taking off. Alcaraz with a nice easy hold to 15. 41 minutes into the second set, and now Alcaraz is 4 points away from his first grass court title, potentially. De Minaur, he has one grass court title. 2 years ago, he won in Eastbourne, lead up to Wimbledon. So he is no stranger to winning on grass. Here we go. De Minaur trying to stay in it. First serve is into the net. Second serve on the way. 3-5 is the score here in set number 2. And it's a double fault. So maybe the pressure right now, de Minaur is challenging it, but I'm pretty sure that one was out. Looked pretty clear from my angle, but I'm about 4,000 miles away. So yeah, that was about 5 inches long. So de Minaur. So maybe I was talking constantly about the potential pressure Alcaraz will be facing. Forgot about de Minaur. He's facing some pressure here, but he acquits himself nicely on the second point as he goes out wide. Alcaraz 2-hand backhand into the middle of the net, and it's 15 all. Couple of challenges left for Alex de Minaur here in this set, unless of course they go to a tiebreak in which he will get another one. First serve is good, right at the body. Alcaraz chips it back nice and deep. Forehand. Oh, it's a winner from de Minaur. He really got a great angle and pace behind that one. I think he surprised Carlitos just a little bit. And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't have this bullet where it's like constantly a weapon to penetrate his defense. His opponent. But he has crazy. That's a lot of pace. You know, like he like I said, de Minaur does everything well. He has so many of the basic skills, and he does all of them so well. So another unreturned serve there. So it's 40-15. So after a little bit of a shaky start, de Minaur has found his way to a double game point opportunity. First serve is good. Backhand return. Oh, Alcaraz tried to go inside in backhand up the line. However, it's an easy service hold. And now Alcaraz will have 90-second changeover before he will grab the tennis balls and try to serve out this championship match. And de Minaur, folks, closing is tougher. You got it, my friend. You got it. De Minaur with a button because he definitely earned it there.
So fast across the court, it makes you run, look like a crow. You'll be so tired, you'll be on the
floor. Okay, everybody. So it looks like Yelena Ostapenko is on the verge of a title here in Birmingham. Ostapenko is serving. She's up one set and she's up 5-1 in the second set. Sorry, it's not her serving. It is Krejcikova serving. My bad. So Krejcikova is serving. She is down 1-5. So she's serving to stay in it, and she just got to advantage. So Ostapenko is obviously up a couple of breaks there. So we'll have a couple chances to serve it out. I'll keep you posted on that. Depending on how long, of course, this stream goes. If it ends, potentially could end. Alcaraz just grabs the ball and gets up to the line, and he is serving for the championship. Also, just so you know, Petra Kvitova has taken the first set. She is up 1-0, and they are love in the second set, yet to begin. So there you go, all up to date. Alcaraz looking to join Bublik as a winner here on this Saturday, Sunday, June 25th. All right, first serve is long. All right, let's see. This is the nerves that I was talking about. Will Alcaraz show them? Let's see. Very excited. Ooh, second serve. It goes off the tape, but lands in the box. It's a let. So again, a little bit nervy. Now or never. You're right, Goldflake. De Minaur's got his chance. I think Alcaraz is in good position to reach semis, finals at Wimbledon. I would agree. I'm pretty sure I see him getting there. Ooh, Alcaraz with a +1 inside out, but it was just wide. He actually put that extremely short into the court on a crazy angle. Normally, he kind of goes up the line with more vigor, but that one was just wide. So, love 15. Covey, Ben, and JG usually do a stream together. We got to find you a buddy. Yeah, I mean, I've done some streams with Ben before. I think I've done a couple with JG. Oh, Alcaraz was trying to be clever. So he had a short ball +1, and he wanted to fake the drop shot. And then at the last second, he pushed it, but he pushed it about 3 feet long. So definitely a little bit of nervy action going on here from Carlitos. Normally, he's so aggressive, he would just stand in the middle of the court on that short ball +1 and just rip it inside in or inside out. I think he needs to take a couple breaths here. And it looks like he's about to do that. Here we go. Love 30. And it's an ace out wide. Beautiful serve off of the sideline. De Minaur did everything he could, lunged over to his right, but was unable to get a piece of that ball. Alcaraz roars after. Adil in the house. Good morning, fam. Good morning, Adil. Good to see you, buddy. You're just in time for potentially it could be the last game, but never know because de Minaur is putting some pressure on Carlitos here. All right, here comes Alcaraz, 15-30. Nice serve out wide, and de Minaur returns it long, 30-all. So Alcaraz, kind of what happened in the very first game of this match. De Minaur was down love 30 real quick and looked, and then all of a sudden he came back real strong, ended that game, and that was it for that first game. But looks like Alcaraz doing the same thing here, down love 30, has found his way back to level, and now looking to set up match point. Here we go. Tries to go out wide, but that one's long and wide. Second serve coming up. Hey, Adil, says Goldflake. Also, Good, it seems, but not much real competition. Oh, yeah, business end. You're right, Daria. Oh, uh, second serve is a high kicker. Diminor's forehand goes into the net, folks, and we are busting out the match point grass button.
Match point.
Championship point for Carlos Alcaraz, folks. He is 1 point away from his first ever grass court title. Let's see if he can do it. He's blowing on his fingertips, getting ready to serve. He's hopping on his feet. Rarely do you see him hop on his feet before a serve. That was you could tell he's trying to get himself up. It's good body language. Ooh, just long on the attempted out wide serve. Second serve coming up. de Minaur also hopping on his toes. You can tell he's feeling it. It's been a pretty good match. Tight. Second serve is good. de Minaur return goes long. Alcaraz arms in the air. Yeah, almost to the skies and to his body. Takes off his wristband and embraces his opponent. Nice little embrace, little quick high five and mini hug there. de Minaur acknowledges and shakes hands with the umpire. Alcaraz does the same, and Alcaraz now is a fifth-time champion in only his 8th tournament of the year, folks. Wait, sorry. Yeah, 8 tournaments. He's won 5 of them. He's been to the final of the 6th one, and he's lost. Actually, no, sorry. I think I'm wrong here. Yeah, he lost in the second round in Rome. So Alcaraz titles this year: Buenos Aires, Indian Wells, Barcelona, Madrid, and now the Queen's Club. He also made the finals in Rio, semis in Miami, and French Open, and then lost in the second round in Rome. So 9 tournaments, and he's got 5 titles. So very, very impressive display from Carlos so far this year. He had a little in the middle of that match. Right in the middle. So during the changeover between the first and second, sorry, I gotta turn this volume down. This new game just popped in. So Alcaraz had a little medical issue, had to have his right thigh taped up after the first set between sets number 1 and 2, but it was not an issue whatsoever in terms of he didn't slow him down. He didn't look like it was bothering him, and now he'll have a chance to recover. So pretty tight 6-4, 6-4 2-set victory again there for Carlos Alcaraz. You can take a look at the stats. Winners, Alcaraz 15, 7 unforced. de Minaur surprisingly had more winners, but same unforced, 18 winners there. Or is that a 16? That is it's an 18. Also, aces, Alcaraz 6-1. Alcaraz 1 double fault, 2 for de Minaur. Honestly, it was really a story of Alcaraz had 2 break points, took them both. And that was literally the difference in the entire match. So very good effort, I'd say, from de Minaur. He played really well, I'd say. Great tournament all around from him. Took out some good players on the way. Takes out Runa in the semifinals as well. So, Alcaraz takes it, folks. And I think that's going to do it for me. It's only 7:22 a.m. here in Vancouver. I'm going to get a little bit of sleep because I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to call this match. So I'm going to take a little bit of rest, but wanted to remind everyone a couple of things. 1, please do like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We really appreciate all your support. And my goal was to try to hit 50 likes on this video. We got to 45. So if anyone is still watching, you haven't given a like, please give us a like. See if we can get to 50 before I close this stream. The other thing I was going to mention is Covey's Corner will be coming up. I don't know if it'll be at 11 my time or noon. We'll see. I might need a couple hours of sleep. You know what? I'll probably tell Ben maybe 11. So in about 3.5 hours, we should have Covey's Corner. If not 3.5, definitely 4.5 at the latest. Okay, so 3.5 to 4.5 hours from now, we will have Covey's Corner in our brand new time slot on Sundays rather than Mondays. All right, folks, so that's going to do it for me. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support, for all your comments, your likes, your subscribes, and just watching tennis with me. I love it. I enjoy it, and I'm so glad to be able to do this with you guys. Also, I'm going to take a look at a couple of these comments. We have Taria. Is there Cubby's Corner right after this match? Yeah, so not right after, but as I said, in 3.5. Sorry. Yeah, in 3.5 or 4.5 hours, one of the two, depending on how much sleep I get. And then we got the emojis from our friend here. Thank you for your comments. Sound issues, Cubby. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I did not. It's good to know. Thank you. And is it still like that? Apocalypse claps for Alcaraz. Let's hope we get a final at Wimbledon between him and the master of grass, Novak Djokovic. I agree. I would love to see that. I gave you a like, says Michael Walker. Great to have you, Michael. One of our classic homies here on the channel. Vamos, woohoo, woohoo. Now it's good. It wasn't during the game. Okay, very interesting because I have been working with a new system setup here. Okay. What's his reaction to post winning? So what I'm watching it on this website that as soon as the match is over, they cut it off. You show the handshake and then boom, they go to a different feed. So I'm not sure, although it's also on my PVR, so I will check it out. And I'll probably talk a little bit about it when I'm doing Cubby's Corner. All right, folks, so that's going to do it for me. One button for our champion. First time ever Alcaraz wins a grass court tournament, and he now joins the ranks of the players on the tour who have won on every surface. Congratulations, Carlitos. Good tune-up for Wimbledon. I will see you guys in Cubby's Corner in 3.5 to 4.5 hours. One of those two. Thank you all very much. Have a great one. See you later.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos.